Have you ever wondered, how far could you go if you fully trusted yourself? What is the secret of some people that allows them to face challenges with peace of mind? In today's video, I will teach you how I forged unbreakable self-confidence that helped me in difficult times, based on my own values, resilience, and the authenticity that defines me as a person. That's why in this video, we have undertaken to compile 7 lessons and quotations, chosen, that will help you, just like me, to find self-confidence with yourself. Whether you find yourself going through personal situations, complicated, going through a personal crisis, or needing an impulse to survive in your life. These lessons are here to support you, motivation, and hope. If this is your first visit to my channel, please support me by subscribing and liking the video. This way I will be able to continue creating more content like this in the future. But before we begin, as usual, I have a challenge for you. Watch to the end and don't miss any beginning, since one of them could be the key to changing your life forever. We start ***. Welcome to Success Stoic 1: How to Work Yourself in the intricate labyrinth of life. Trust is the compass that guides us, the light that dispels the shadows of fear and doubt. How can I develop myself? I found myself wondering this countless times, desperately looking for answers to allow me to sail safely by the tumultuous seas of existence. But, like any large company, the road to personal trust begins with a deep understanding of its fundamentals. Defining self-confidence is the first step towards conquering it. For me, this word is not limited to mere belief in my abilities or talents, but goes beyond that. This is an unwavering conviction in my ability to face the challenges that life presents to me. It is the echo of my own strengths, the certainty that, regardless of adversity, I have the internal resources to overcome them. The origins of this inner trust are varied and profound. I remember a time when, lost in a sea of insecurities, I need a refuge in self-acceptance. Accept my imperfections, embrace my failures, and recognize my limitations was the catalyst that transformed my doubts into certainties. I understood that self is the foundation on which confidence is built, because only when I fully accepted myself, I could begin to trust myself. But self-confidence is not a divine gift, awarded once and for all, but a treasure that is cultivated day by day. Its progressive development requires patience, dedication, and, above all, courage. I remember how every little achievement, every step forward, strengthened my faith in myself. From learning a new skill to overcome an insurmountable obstacle, every positive experience fed the fire of my inner confidence. However, the journey towards self-confidence is not without obstacles. Self-evaluation plays a crucial role in this process. I remember facing my own criticisms, sometimes relentless, in an attempt to improve and grow. But I learned not to be by destructive self, but to use it as a springboard for personal growth. Honest and objective self became my most faithful ally, guiding us towards a path of self-knowledge and continuous self-improvement. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, self-confidence is the first secret of success. This quote resonates deeply in my being, reminding us that true trust does not lie in the absolute control of external circumstances, but in Serena's acceptance of what is beyond my reach, and in firm conviction that I possess everything necessary to meet any challenge that comes my way. The journey to self-confidence is a journey of self-discovery, of acceptance and growth. Every step we take on this road brings us a little closer to fullness and personal fulfillment. That these life lessons that increased my confidence can inspire you to undertake your own journey towards inner confidence, reminding you that the greatest strength lies within yourself. 2. Awake your soul. In this vertiginous journey called life, I often find myself looking for something else, something that makes me feel fuller, safer. And you know what? I have learned that everything begins with awakening my soul. How to achieve this? Well, first, you need to stop. Yes, right now. Take a moment to take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs. Put aside all worries and this simple act of pause allows you to connect with yourself, with your essence, with what makes you unique. Now that you are more focused, it is time to enter the world of strengths and weaknesses. We all have them, don't we? Personally, I used to focus solely on my weaknesses, putting aside my strengths. But then I realized that by recognizing and enhancing what I am good at, could reach new levels of confidence. For example, I discovered that I have a ability to listen to others and provide support. What about you? What are your strengths? The power of self-knowledge is a formidable tool on this journey toward trust. The more you understand who you really are, it becomes easier to make decisions aligned with your values and goals. I remember once that I was at a crossroads, not knowing which path to take in my career. It was by deepening my self-knowledge that I could discern what was the best way forward. Since then, every decision I make feels more authentic. More own, Stoic methods of reflection have been like a compass in my quest for confidence. The ancient Stoic philosophers taught us to examine our emotions and thoughts, to discern between what we can control and what we cannot adopt. This perspective has allowed me to free myself from the weight to worry about things beyond my control. I need something that I can influence. The impact of personal knowledge on decisions cannot be underestimated. When you know your strengths and weaknesses, when you immerse yourself in your own essence, every decision becomes clearer and more congruent. I remember once that I had to decide between accepting a new job challenge or stay in my comfort zone. Thanks to my self-knowledge, I could admit that the fear of rejection was clouding my judgment. As I faced this truth, I was able to make the decision with more confidence, knowing that I was aligned with my deepest aspirations. And so we arrive at continuous personal evolution. Trust is not a destination, but a path. Every day is an opportunity to grow, to learn more about ourselves, to cultivate that inner confidence that drives us to achieve our most ambitious goals. As Seneca once said, the first step towards solving any problem is the recognition of its existence. 3. Shine in adversity. Shining in adversity is like sailing in waters with the certainty that, even if the waves can hit you, you are still the captain of your ship. This life lesson was revealed to me in one of the darkest moments I have ever faced. I remember when I lost my job, a sudden blow that shook my financial and emotional stability. In the midst of uncertainty, instead of succumbing to discouragement, I decided to shine. I immersed myself in the search for new opportunities, strengthening my self-confidence and in my ability to overcome any obstacle to get in my way. Understanding resilience is like learning to be like bamboo, flexible but resistant. During that period of unemployment, I discovered my own inner strength. I learned to adapt to changing circumstances, to find creative solutions, and to stand firm in the face of adversity. Every day I woke up with renewed determination, aware that every challenge was an opportunity to grow and learn. Learning from failures, I understood that there is no permanent defeat for those who refuse to surrender. Every failure, every mistake, became just another stepping stone on my path to success. I remember a job interview in which I felt totally by the nerves and pressure. Despite not obtaining the position, I took advantage of the experience to analyze my weaknesses and work on them. I learned to accept constructive criticism and to convert it into fuel for my personal growth. Resilience in daily practice means facing challenges with courage and determination, even when it seems like the world is against you. In my daily routine, I found habits that strengthened my resilience, such as physical exercise, meditation, and harmony. These practices helped me to have a positive attitude in the face of adversity and to find the inner strength necessary to move forward. Transforming obstacles into lessons is like turning lead into gold, an act of emotional alchemy that only the bravest can accomplish. Every time I encountered an obstacle in my way, instead of giving up, I was looking for the lesson behind it. For example, when I faced a financial crisis, instead of lamenting my losses, I reflected on my spending habits and I learned to better manage my resources. Resilience and personal growth go hand in hand. As to traveling companions who support each other in the most difficult moments, my journey to self-discovery and personal development has been marked by challenges and setbacks, but every obstacle overcome has taken me one step closer to become the best version of myself. As Marcus Aurelius said, adversity is the melting pot that tests a man's true character. These life lessons that increased my confidence, I have not only been taught to shine in adversity, to understand resilience and learn from failures, but have also shaped my character, strengthened my determination, and I have been reminded that, although the road may be difficult, I am able to overcome any challenge that arises in my fortune. The hidden power of asterisk. On my path to personal growth, I discovered a hidden treasure. The hidden power of. Who would have thought that the key to achieving genuine trust lies in embracing? But it was, and my life has been transformed ever since. The essence of lies in recognizing our limitations and accepting them without reservation. It is not a matter of belittling ourselves, but to understand that we are part of something greater and that there is always room to learn and grow. I remember a revealing moment in which I realized this vividly. Some time ago, I found myself in a situation in which he was convinced he was right. My ego was in full control, and Illy clung to my point of view, without considering other perspectives. In the end, however, it turned out that I was wrong. It was a crude reality, but it was also liberating. By accepting my mistake I not only strengthened my interpersonal relationships by admitting my fault, but I also learned a valuable lesson. The real force lies in the ability to recognize our weaknesses. Humility and arrogance are like light and wisdom, opposite and contrasting. While fosters connection and growth, arrogance fuels division and stagnation. I remember a colleague who constantly bragged about his accomplishments and belittled those of others. His attitude distanced him from others, and finally left him playing. In contrast, those who practice find fertile ground to build strong and lasting relationships. The benefits of are innumerable. It not only strengthens our interpersonal relationships, but also allows us to learn from those around us. Recognizing that we do not have all the answers, we open the door to personal and professional growth. In addition, frees us from the weight of the ego, allowing us to experience inner peace that transcends adversity. In our social interactions, humility acts as a magnet that attracts others to us. I remember a party I attended, where I meet people of different backgrounds and perspectives. Instead of trying to impress others with my accomplishments, I chose to listen and learn from their experiences. To my surprise, this generated deep and meaningful conversations, and I left the party with new friends and a sense of genuine connection. The practice of daily involves cultivating an attitude of openness and willingness to learn, instead of clinging to our beliefs and opinions. We must be willing to question and adapt them as needed. I remember a project in which I came across obstacles that seemed insurmountable. Instead of surrendering to frustration, I sought the help of my colleagues, and together we find creative solutions. This experience taught me that true strength lies in the collaboration and In the words of the Stoic philosopher, it is impossible to learn what one thinks one already knows. This quote resonates deeply with me, as it encapsulates the essence of a willingness to recognize our limitations and open ourselves to new possibilities. On my journey toward authentic trust, I have found that is my most powerful ally. 5. The strength of honesty. On the path of life, trust is a gold coin that is earned through lessons. Some sweet as nectar and others as bitter as gall. Every lesson, carve into our being the precious stone that is the integrity, polished with the strength of honesty and personal values. The force of honesty is like the wind that clears the clouds of deception, revealing the clarity of our actions and words. I remember a moment in my life when I was tempted to lie to protect me from the judgment of others. But I opted for honesty, facing my mistakes bravely. Although at first he was trembling at the possible reaction, I discovered that this honesty not only freed me from the weight of lies, but also strengthened the foundations of my integrity. Personal values are the pillars on which we build our character. Staying true to them, even when the wind blows against us, is an act of courage. That's our confidence. I remember a situation where everyone around me seemed to succumb to the temptation of convenience, but I clung to my values, like a sailor to his anchor in the middle of a storm. That decision not only made me feel firmer in my convictions, but I also gained the respect of those around me. Consistency between beliefs and actions is the thread that weaves the fabric of our integrity. It is easy to say what we believe, but living it day by day requires commitment and authenticity. I remember a moment when I was confronted with a situation in which my actions did not reflect my words. Instead of ignoring it, I took steps to align my behavior with my deepest convictions. This coherence not only strengthened myself, but also inspired others to do the same. The challenges of living with integrity are like mountains we climb in search of the summit. Every step puts us to the test, demanding that we show our true face to the world. I remember a period in which I faced the temptation to compromise my principles for a momentary benefit. But I remembered the words of Epictetus. Integrity is conformity with itself, consistency between our actions, and a general sense of honesty towards others. With that maxim as a compass, I resisted the storm and emerged stronger than ever. Examples of integrity in action are headlights that guide our path in darkness. Watching others live their lives with authenticity and coherence inspires us to do the same. I remember the example of a friend who, despite facing adversity, never sacrificed his principles. His integrity shone like a beacon in the night, reminding us that even in the darkest moments, the light of honesty always finds its way. Recognizing and correcting deviations is like adjusting the course of our ship. When we deviate from our course, it is easy to get lost in the tumult of life. But recognize our mistakes and rectify them keeps us on the path to integrity. I remember a moment in which I realized that I had strayed from my values. Instead of ignoring it, I did a soul-searching and took steps to get back on track. That experience taught me that even though we stumbled along the way, we can always stand up and move forward with determination. On the tapestry of life, integrity is the golden thread that unites every experience, creating a pattern of confidence in self. Through the force of honesty, sensitivity to our personal values, consistency between beliefs and actions, and resilience to challenges, let's weave a narrative of integrity that inspires others to follow our example. In Seneca's words, integrity is the beauty and glory of a dignified life. May every day be an opportunity to honor that beauty and that glory, living with integrity in every step we take. 6. Cultivates daily nutrition. In the unceasing journey of life, I discovered that activate daily overload is like nourishing the soul with morning dew. It is a practice that transforms every day on a canvas of vibrant colors where the small details acquire a special brightness, and challenges become growth opportunities. Let me tell you how these life lessons have taken me to a level of confidence that I had never experienced before. The basic principles of harmony were rooted in my being when I began to recognize beauty in the simple. It wasn't just a matter of giving thanks for the great achievements or extraordinary moments, but to appreciate the magic in everyday details. A golden dawn, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, a kind smile from a stranger. These little gifts from paradise became reasons to be people. Expressing gratitude to others became an act of genuine human connection. I discovered that words of appreciation can light up someone else's day as much as one's own. A simple thank you note, a phone call to express appreciation, or even a sincere hug can strengthen ties and the spirit of both the receiver and the sender. In times of adversity, darkness becomes a beacon that guides the soul to calm. In the midst of the storm, when I faced unexpected losses and challenges, I learned to find light in darkness. Instead of succumbing to pessimism, I clung to darkness because of lessons learned, for the support of loved ones. Daily habits became the foundation on which I built my inner fortress. Upon up every morning, one spend a few minutes reflecting on the blessings that surround me. I carry a gym diary where I'd record 3 things I am for every day, from the simplest to the most significant. This daily practice has cultivated a constant sense of appreciation and has strengthened my ability to meet the challenges with a serene mind and an open heart. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, perfection is the key that opens the doors of happiness and trust. Cultivating daily nutrition is a constant reminder that happiness and trust are not determined by external circumstances, but because of the attitude with which we face life. Every day is an opportunity to cultivate wisdom, to find beauty in the simple, to connect with others through appreciation, and to find strength in the midst of adversity. This is the lesson of life that has raised my confidence to new heights and transformed my existence. In a journey of constant growth and exploration, subscribe to Stoic Success